Hi, I'm Rika Brandon, and this week's quick tip is about how do you make your culture and environment visible to outsiders? Because it's one thing to know you have a family friendly, great work environment, everybody's a team and they pull together. But for job seekers and candidates, they're interviewing and they're wondering, is this just a good facade? Is this like somebody putting their best foot forward on a first date? And I'm going to get in there and it's going to be the same chaos and stress that I left. Because when we're hiring, our number one enemy is the status quo. The devil you know is easier than the one you don't. So we need to be recognizing how we can make our culture and our vibe of our company visible to outsiders early and often throughout the hiring process, and especially in that recruiting process if we're really trying to build a good talent brand. So one of the ways we do this is, of course, in every interaction in the hiring process and the recruiting process, we respond promptly to their messages. We have interviews scheduled timely. Interview managers are prepared. They show up, they're ready and do a great interview. We don't have weeks go between steps. So all of that is that candidate experience that really drives and is important to how that brand and how you guys do business shows up. It's a very different experience if you have a polite and professional and fun email from somebody scheduling an interview with you, and you show up and the hiring manager is on time. They have your resume printed off. They have informed questions because they spent a little time reviewing it. Then if you show up early, the hiring manager is late. You can see they just printed your resume off and they're looking at it for possibly the first time as you're sitting in the chair. Now imagine in a candidate short market where there are close to 5 million more jobs than there are workers, what the impression is that you're sending by not being prepared. It's not the one you mean to send. So remember that candidate experience is a really good indicator into your culture and how you work. So not only as the manager individually, but in the company as a whole. So I want you to be really aware of that candidate experience and how it's showcasing you to your talent and your potential hires. The second thing is if you incorporate job design at all. So if you incorporate job design and you really are able to think about what are the business needs and how can I match this to candidate motivations and desires, or employee once they're hired, employee motivation and desires, you're going to see that that has a strong and powerful reaction with candidates. They're going to love the opportunity to serve the business. They're going to be more engaged because they're going to feel valued and appreciated when you can take in some of the things that they're motivated by and some of the things they desire when you're looking at how to get the business needs met. So incorporating job design into your job description and your ideal hire profile and making it a win-win for the company and the employee is going to be a game changer. And it's definitely the way of hiring in the future. The third way we can do it is we can really use social media to build brand awareness. With our talent acquisition blueprint process, we help companies really be strategic and intentional about how do we advertise who we are, our core values, what matters to us, so people can recognize this is a place for me, and we can start to get more of those unsolicited applications, getting some people who have experience reaching out to us. How do we showcase our brand and who we are to people who might not even be considering looking for a job, but we want to plant that seed so when they do start looking, we're top of mind. So that's the third thing is I want you to really recognize how social media and other advertising as well can help you build your talent brand reputation and make sure that you're top of mind when those top talents are starting to think, what else is out there? Or I'm going to make a change. Where should I look first? So these are things that can really help you translate your brand, your core values, and your environment to an outsider. So when they're considering working for you, they're more likely to say yes. I hope this helps. If you'd like some shortcuts and have some guidance on this, please reach out to my team and schedule a time for us to connect. You can do that at buildinggurus.com/discovery.